Welcome to the Gene Policini Center on the campus of the Rochester Institute of Technology, where the students have returned for the spring semester. And what better way to cap off the first week of the class here than right here at the Coliseum? It's an Atlantic hockey showdown as the first place Canisius Golden Griffins are in town to face the hometown RIT Tigers. And in the midst of a 3-game slide, the Tigers have made a change in the net. Ian Andriano, the freshman from Barrie, Ontario, will make his first start here tonight, hoping to provide his team with a much-needed spark. You are watching RIT SportsZone pregame live, presented by Taylor the Builders. A lot to get to over the next half hour, including highlights, live interviews, analysis from our experts, and much more as we get you set for a 7:05 face-off here tonight. Good evening, I'm Kevin Roach, and welcome to RIT SportsZone pregame live, streaming all season long on RITSZ.com. Well, after getting swept by Air Force last weekend, a difficult month resumed for the Tigers on Tuesday night. RIT had to travel to Erie, Pennsylvania to make up one of those 2 games against Mercyhurst that was snowed out in late December. The Tigers and Lakers playing their 3rd game in 5 nights on Tuesday night down in Erie. The Tigers not sharp early in this one. First period, Mercyhurst shorthanded, but they got the odd man rush, and Joshua Lamon scores to give the Lakers the 1-0 lead just 4 minutes in. Then on the power play, minutes later, Les Lancaster ripping one by Logan Drackett. It was 2-0 Mercyhurst. The Lakers would get another power play opportunity. And watch Derek Barak skating past 3 Tigers and sneaking one by Drackett. He scored twice on Tuesday. Mercyhurst was in control. They'd add another in the first, a pretty backhander by Taylor Best. RIT was in a 4-0 hole after 1. It was 6-0 in the 3rd when they finally broke through. Eric Brown on the power play with his team-leading 13th goal on the season. It was 6-1. Alden Dupuis, Adam Brubaker would also score for RIT in the 3rd, but the damage had already been done as Mercyhurst picked up an impressive 6-3 victory over the Tigers on Tuesday night. So 2018 has not been kind to the Tigers so far, as they've managed just 1 point in their last 5 games. Mercyhurst was in complete control of this one as penalties really cost the Tigers. The Lakers went 3 for 7 with the man advantage. Also got that shorthanded goal we showed you. RIT will see Mercyhurst 3 more times this season, with the next matchup coming up down in Erie on February the 12th. So tonight the Tigers get right back at it against first place Canisius as they look to snap a 3-game losing streak. With a preview, John DiTullio joins us now with RIT head coach Wayne Wilson. John?
All right, thank you, Kevin. And Wayne, Kevin just mentioned 1 point in your last 5 games. Where is the confidence level with this team coming into tonight?
Well, you know, it was shaken here a little bit, and I think we just got to regroup, and the guys know that. I mean, we know we're fighting through things, and every team goes through these stretches. Very few teams don't have a blemish on their, a long season as we have. So we've just got to regroup ourselves. I don't think there's any better way than we got first place Canisius in. They've certainly got our attention here. Our guys are going to dig in here, and we've just got to start playing here.
I know you're looking for a spark in net. You mentioned Canisius, a high-flying team. They lead the league in scoring. It's a big test for Ian tonight. What are you looking for?
Yeah, we're just looking for him to respond and play to his abilities, and he doesn't have to save us here. We've got to play well defensively in front of him, and then he's got to make the saves that he should make. And I think every goalie, every game is going to be faced with 3 or 4 saves that are going to be big saves, and we've got to get a couple of those here tonight as well. And then we got to capitalize at the other end of the ice as well. So when we get some of our opportunities, we've talked about breakaways and things like that, we've got to capitalize and get that. And I think the first goal tonight's a big goal for, to score here.
I was going to mention you fell behind early to Air Force. You fell behind early to Mercy, so I'm thinking scoring for a fast start paramount tonight for you.
Yeah, I think so. And if nothing else, let's get off to a good start, gain some territory advantage here, and get our forecheck going, and then really feed throughout the lineup off that. So I think it's baby steps at this point, where we've got to get good shifts and try and string them back to back to start feeling good about ourselves.
It's a big series tonight, both games, correct?
Well, I think every series now, as we're into mid-January and we're moving along here, February is going to be around the corner. I think February is the crucial month, but we want to set the table here for February, and we've got 4 games remaining in January that we want to get off to a good start here, and no better place than doing it at home.
Should be a lot of fun. Wayne, thanks so much. Good luck tonight and tomorrow versus Canisius. That does it here with head coach Wayne Wilson. Kevin, back to you.
All right, John, thanks so much. We'll see if the Tigers can regroup here tonight. Well, expectations have been on the rise at Canisius since the Golden Griffins won the Atlantic Hockey Championship back in 2013. Since then, the Griffs have been contenders year in and year out, reaching at least the conference semifinals in 3 of the last 4 seasons. And even though there was a coaching change over the summer, nothing's really changed at Canisius.
After spending 12 years as an assistant at AIC, Army, and Canisius, Trevor Large is finally in charge of a college hockey program.
After so many years as an assistant, how meaningful was it to finally get the head coaching job here at Canisius this past offseason?
It was great. It was an emotional day for me, my family. It was great to be around people that I know. I've been at Canisius, or had been at Canisius for 3 years prior to, so there was a lot of celebration team-wise with my family, and in and around the program. There were special moments for sure.
Large took over for Dave Smith, who departed in the offseason to become the new head coach at RPI. And despite the change at the top, the Griffs really haven't missed a beat.
It was really important for us. The chemistry from our team was a huge part of our success last year, and carrying over that similar culture that we had and sustaining that culture, it's allowed us to be pretty successful this year so far. So having someone else familiar with us just allowed us to pick up right where we left off, and Coach Large has been a huge part of that.
Game, I should say. Turnover, shot and a goal, right between the legs, but the bad turnover. That's Mike Sabatini in the lineup tonight. Sabatini with
all your forwards returning from last year to this year. That certainly can make a first-year head coach look pretty good, especially being the top scoring team in the league again.
Yeah, that was probably maybe the easiest part of the transition. Was we returned so much. The big question was how are we going to place Charles in terms of offense and up front. With guys like Ryan Schmelzer and Dale McLaughlin and Hutch and Felix, and basically everybody's back, and we added some really good players there as well with Grant and Matt Long. Because we were able to do that, it has made my job a lot easier. Our guys know who I am as a person and how I coach, and they know how we play. And I think it was easy early for them to understand how we wanted to play. We didn't have to teach them much about who we are.
The Golden Griffins won the regular season title last year, but lost in the conference semis to Robert Morris. It's a loss that still sticks with this group.
That definitely leaves a sour taste in your mouth, and it was motivation. We thought we had something pretty special last year, and as soon as it was over, we couldn't wait to get back here. And certainly still in our mind last year, and we want to change the outcome that we had last year.
We set a high standard here the last couple of years, so I think everyone who comes in and who's here now should expect to get to Rochester and compete. You know,
it's a fight to get to Rochester, to get to the Final Four of our league. We want a better outcome. We know that it's going to require, as soon as the puck drops, you have to be ready in that environment when it's one and done. And our guys want that challenge again.
The challenge right now is this weekend in Rochester. Against a Tiger team the Griffs expect to be back on their game.
It's always a fun one against RIT. You know you're going to get against them every time. They're going to be in your face, come right at you, and they might have some more motivation, kind of dropping a few the last couple of weeks here. But Niagara's always been our main rival, but we kind of see RIT as a rival too. So it's going to be a great atmosphere, and like I said, they're going to come right at us, and it's going to be some great hockey.
If you think any RIT game is going to be easy, they never are, nor any team in the league. So we need to be focused. We need to be ready at puck drop because they're going to be hungry.
Yeah, we expect the Tigers to be really hungry tonight after dropping 3 straight. And Trevor Large, like many coaches that have come in here this year, told us this race is wide open. As you can see by the Atlantic hockey standings, it is tight at the moment. Both Canisius and next week's opponent, Holy Cross, enter the night on top with 22 points. Only 4 points separate the top 6, and all 11 teams in the league separated by just 10 points. It is that tight. Remember, RIT has played the fewest amount of league games. However, they can't afford to let the pack pull away. They need points this weekend. They know it, and if they hope to secure a first-round bye come playoff time, they got to get those points here now in January. Elsewhere in Atlantic hockey this weekend, some good matchups. Second place Niagara visiting Holy Cross. AIC, what a terrific job Eric Lang, the head coach, has done there with the Yellow Jackets as they currently sit tied in 4th place with Mercyhurst. They have a pair of games with the Lakers down in Erie starting tonight. Bentley is on the road at Robert Morris, and Air Force hosts Sacred Heart in Colorado Springs. We'll see if the Falcons can stay hot after the sweep here 1 week ago. Well, still to come on the program, one Rochesterian is headed to next month's Olympic Games, thanks in part to the work he's put in here at RIT. Plus, RIT captain Miles Powell, looking at him right there, number 19, named a candidate for the Hobie Baker Award this week. College hockey's most prestigious award goes to the country's top player, and Powell, he's been a big one this year for the Tigers. We'll see how he does the rest of the way. He'll join our Kim Bernson next. This is RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live. Back here on RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live. Tiger fans getting ready for RIT and Canisius, the only two meetings scheduled between these two programs taking place right here in Rochester this weekend. Well, the horn has sounded. The Zamboni is on the ice. Warm-ups have concluded, so let's send it down to Sports Zone's Kim Bernson, who's standing by live now with Tigers captain and the Hobie Baker candidate. Kim?
Thanks, Kevin. Miles, first of all, congrats on being named a candidate for the Hobie Baker Award. What was your reaction when you found out?
I was actually pretty shocked. I was on the bus coming back from Mercyhurst, and one of my teammates texted me, so it was kind of shocking, but it's a great honor, so very proud of it.
Well, your team is definitely going to need your leadership here tonight, facing a tough Canisius team. What do you guys have to do to ensure that you get the win tonight?
I just think we got to work hard. We're in a little rut here, but as long as we're working hard and we're giving it our all, I think we'll get some results we want.
And you're coming off a short week playing on Tuesday. Are you guys feeling rested and ready today?
Yeah, definitely. We got a little break there on Wednesday, so we were back at them yesterday and ready to go.
And students are back today. How much does that impact the game for you guys?
Oh, it's huge. We always got a loud corner crew and pep band, so it's always an extra thing we can have on our side, and hopefully they're loud tonight.
Thanks, Miles. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Kevin?
All right, thanks so much, Kim. We'll look forward to your reports throughout the evening. Well, head coach Wayne Wilson has stated that the biggest question mark coming into the season was goaltending. Well, we're 21 games into the year, and it's safe to say the Tigers' goaltending situation is still a work in progress as Wayne and his staff continue to look for consistency from that group. Hence the change in net. If you're just joining us here tonight, Ian Andriano, the freshman from Barrie, Ontario, will make his very first start in net for RIT. Now, Andriano has played in 3 games this season, including Tuesday night when he relieved Logan Drackett. Andriano played the final 2 periods down in Erie, making 15 saves on 17 shots. On the other side, Canisius has tried to replace Charles Williams, and head coach Trevor Large told me earlier this week that they think they've come pretty close to that this season. Sophomore Daniel Urbani has seen the most time between the pipes as he will start again tonight. It'll be his 18th start on the year. Urbani is 9-7-1 with a 2.99 goals against average for the Griffs. Well, Greece's Brian Gianta won a national championship at Boston College in 2001 and won the Stanley Cup with the New Jersey Devils in 2003. Next month in South Korea, the Rochester native gets another shot at the one prize that eluded him at the 2006 Winter Games in Italy.
Pesic has it go off his stick. He's got Gianta all alone in front. Gianta scores!
Brian Gianta spent 15 seasons in the NHL until the Sabres cut him loose this past offseason. But instead of calling it quits, Gianta turned his attention to the Olympic Games, where for the first time since 1994, NHL players will not be featured on the ice.
Just to be on the team is a big thing, and at my age, not sure what was ahead of me this year, and this opportunity kind of fell in my lap, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Gianta started his journey to the games in South Korea, where he started most of the off seasons during his pro career, working out here at RIT.
It's been a great partnership we've had there. They do a great job of setting things up for us, and we got the whole pro group there, and some of the college kids that stick around at RIT, they train with us. So we have a great facility, obviously, with the new facility. And then we have the ice and the availability of the players. And coaches have been great. Coach Wilson's been great. The university has been awesome with us. And it's been a perfect setup. I don't think anyone has as good of a setup anywhere when they train in the summer. So we got the trainer, we got the medical side, we got the ice, we got all the facilities. So it's ideal.
Since the fall, Gianta has continued his workouts with the AHL's Rochester Americans. With past Olympic experience and over 1,000 NHL games under his belt, The 39-year-old was the obvious choice to be named captain of Team USA.
Only one with Olympic experience on this team for this year. What can you take from your experience in 06 that can help this group out this year?
Well, I think calming some nerves. The Olympics are a big event, and you can get wrapped up in a lot of things there. And at times where things aren't going to go our way, and we're going to need to settle back into things. And I think that's what the older guys are there for, and to kind of help that process, and hopefully I can be that guy for the team.
Disappointment in 06, finishing 8th. I mean, does that fuel you going into these games?
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the things in my career I haven't been able to accomplish, and to come back with a medal from the Olympics would be a dream come true.
But medal or not, when Giunta returns to the States, he's open to joining an NHL team for the stretch run, if the opportunity is right.
That door could be open. If there are opportunities, I'll look at them. It's something that for sure you'd be interested in, but at the same time, I've come to peace with that. If this is it, that's it. But if there's an opportunity, I'll for sure look at it and decide whether or not to pursue it or not.
So Buffalo.
Yeah, best of luck to Brian Giunta and Team USA next month in South Korea. Also, happy birthday to Brian, turning 39 yesterday. Well, still to come on the show, John and Jean join us with their thoughts on tonight's matchup, plus the RIT women's hockey team welcomed nationally ranked Robert Morris to town this afternoon. Highlights are on the way. This is RIT SportsZone Pregame Live.
Opposite side, the turnover there as the Tigers will hold it in. Cameron in front, shoots and scores! The Tigers get the takeaway, and Caleb Cameron with the goal, his 4th of the season.
You don't see it often. Canisius got sloppy with the puck, and it cost him. Now watch Heath come sliding over to try to block the shot. Unable to do so, and Cameron fires it home. I'm in the slot. Just sloppy passing on the part of Canisius. One prior to that even got a little dicey in front with the puck, but they turn it over. RIT makes them pay.
Coming ahead is McLeod. McLeod centering to Fortman, sends it just wide. And Canisius will hold it in. There's a long shot trickling in front. The backhander put back in. Rebound left in front, and that is Joshua Gabriel with the goal for Canisius, who takes a 2-1 lead. Heard of the phrase gripping the stick too tightly. Yeah, that's literally the case here for the Tigers. We're down to 48 seconds remaining in the power play. Big blast again. Rebound in front. Turnaround block shot. Valenzuela. One-timer. Another block shot. Fires. Another block shot. Fires. Sends it high. Tigers all sorts of pressure. Valenzuela calling for it. And Williams will make the save.
Charles Williams was spectacular in the 4 meetings with RIT last season as Canisius swept all 4 games a year ago. That is why the Griffs have the slight edge in the last 10 meetings with the Tigers. RIT, however, leads the all-time series with a record of 60-24-2. They also have more hardware than Canisius, having won 3 Atlantic Hockey Championships. The Griffins have won just 1. Joined now by Gene Battaglia and John DiTullio. And guys, I think we can all agree we've reached a critical part to this season. A first-place team in town here tonight. Tigers have lost 3 in a row. I'd be surprised if we don't see a spirited effort from RIT here tonight.
Well, Kevin, if not now, when? And good evening to you, John. Since the RIT Tigers were up 3-0 to Niagara back on Friday the 5th, they've been outscored 18-5. What has happened here in this game?
And Wayne said that's been the turning point. He said now the confidence is even starting to affect them offensively. They haven't found any type of energy. They can't get any rhythm. I think some of the problem's been the guy in net. They haven't settled on a goalie, and I think that is affecting all different types of areas on the ice for the Tigers. But they got the #1 team in the league coming in. I agree with Kevin, I expect a great effort tonight from the Tigers.
It's funny, we're watching back those highlights from last season. Everybody's back on this Canisius team, with the exception of Williams.
Yes.
Everybody up front, 17 skaters, including Dylan McLaughlin. McLaughlin, their Hobie Baker Award nominee.
He's been on fire this year. Look at his numbers, 30 points in 21 games. 12 goals, 18 assists, a big junior, one of their great playmakers. They got a lot of different scorers, but keep your eye on number 13. He handles the puck extremely well.
So this veteran Canisius team once again tied atop the standings entering this week in Atlantic hockey with the College of the Holy Cross. For the RIT Tigers, you mentioned a goaltending, and for Wayne Wilson, as we mentioned earlier, he is going to the freshman Ian Andriano tonight.
He's looking for someone to be over 900 in save percentage. They don't have that. Didn't have it last year. They don't have it this year. He liked what he saw versus Mercyhurst earlier in the week. He's not getting consistent play from his two other guys, so let's turn to Ian and let's see what he can do tonight. It's a tough test. He's got a pretty good offensive team that he's got to try to slow down tonight. But number 40, the job's there if you want it. Just go out and grab it. It's your starting job.
Yeah, and he's got a team ahead of him, John. One lineup change tonight. Nick Bruce is going in the lineup tonight, who hasn't played at all this year.
He's been out with a hand injury. Liam Cairns has really struggled, even dating back to last year.
We take a look at the keys of the game. Got to have some heart here tonight.
We got to channel your John Bon Jovi, the game of heart. Stop playing mind games with Wayne as mentioned. We've been playing mind games with ourselves. Let's go out there and play. Will the real goaltender please stand up? Little Marshall Mathers, that's a little Eminem, right? There we go. And a little Rolling Stones from Tattoo You, 1981. Start me up. A fast start is paramount for the Tigers.
Yeah, you do not want to be falling behind
Gino.
this Canisius team. I like the keys tonight, John.
I can't take credit. I got to give credit to Chucky Hinko and Bernsey. I just read them. I did not add anything to those keys. I can tell you that.
See, Kevin, who knew that John had writers here on SportsZone Live?
We all do, right? Hey, guys, Ian's mom, Janet Andriano, stopped by the set earlier tonight, said that her son was getting really good at opening the door to let guys on and off the ice. Well, he's got his chance in net here tonight. We'll see how he does. We'll check back with you guys in a bit. The RIT women's hockey team returned to home ice this afternoon for the first time since December 2nd. Tigers looking for just their second win in conference this season against the nationally ranked Robert Morris Colonials. Robert Morris entered the day having lost 3 straight games. Oh, they were firing on all cylinders today. 10 different goal scorers for the Colonials. 16 players got on the score sheet. The lone bright spot for the Tigers, Brooke Baker, denies the Robert Morris shutout, but it's little consolation, I'm sure. Robert Morris wins big, 12-1. Same two teams meet here tomorrow afternoon at 1. Elsewhere around RIT Athletics, the men's and women's basketball teams are on the road in northern New York this weekend. Within the last hour, the RIT women tipped off with St. Lawrence. They currently trail 34-30 at the half. Men tip off at 8. We'll update you on both scores during the intermission here tonight. Well, we're closing in on game time as the Tigers and Golden Griffins are set to take the ice for introductions. We'll get you back up to John and Gene next. This is RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live. Back here at the Gene Policini Center at RIT, the Tigers hosting throughway rival Canisius for a pair of games this weekend. The Golden Griffs come in tied for the lead in Atlantic hockey. Just a reminder that we are back with you tomorrow night as the Tigers and Griffs close out their 2-game series here at the Policini Center. Our coverage kicks off, as always, 6:30 with RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live, presented by Taylor the Builders. Stream us live online at ritsc.com, or you can find us on CW Rochester. There's still plenty of tickets for tomorrow night's game. It's electronic vehicle night as free shuttles will be provided for fans from R and S lots to the arena. So come on out and join us. You can grab your tickets by visiting the Policini Center box office by calling 475-4121 or go online to RITtickets.com. Well, that's going to do it for yet another edition of RIT Sports Zone Pregame Live. Thanks so much for watching. Ian Andriano getting the start in net for the Tigers. We'll see how he does. Up next, John and Gene will have the call between RIT and Canisius. We'll see you back here for the intermission report. RIT Sports Zone Live begins right now.